Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D. This will be my video on the full moon that is happening in Pisces, which will be on Saturday, the 10th of September at 7:59 p.m. That night. So if you're on the other side of the world, America, it will probably be your Friday. So I'm a day ahead of you. So I'm doing this video, I'm actually doing it on the morning that we all heard the sad news of the Queen passing, Queen Victoria II. It is sad. I didn't see this one coming. I really feel like she was looking very healthy, especially the photo that we saw a couple of days ago. To me, she looks very, very healthy. There was a few, I did remember getting something about when she was 96, and I forgot how old she was. But also in things, I really like the Queen, so didn't like predicting death for her, and I didn't think that she was going to go. I do feel like there's some foul play. I don't know, something doesn't feel right to me, because that photo that we saw of her the other day, 2 days ago, she looked very well. Yeah, she looks old, but she was 96, and I don't trust Charles. That's all I will say. I really don't trust Charles. I am going to do a video on a horoscope for Charles with using his chart. There's some very interesting things in his chart. So he's actually got getting planned luck, inheritance money coming in, and then next year going to his career, but it won't. I don't feel like his reign will be long. I feel like I'm getting 2 or 3. So whether it be 2 or 3 months or years. I see him and Camilla, like people throwing rotten tomatoes at him and Camilla, and then William coming in power and everyone's very happy. So I will do a separate video on that, I think, in light what has happened. But it's a very, very sad day, and I'm a big royalist. I really love the Queen. I never got to meet her, and always wanted to, never got the chance to, but hopefully one day I get to meet William, or maybe even Anne, one of the other royals besides Charles or Camilla. Don't want to meet them. Or Meghan Markle. Don't want to meet her. But anyways, let's go back on with this. It just goes to show, sometimes I have to, my own motions and my own things. I need to also have my own lessons and my own reactions. So some things I don't see because I need to, I guess, have the reactions for my own path as well. But yes, it is a very sad, it's just very, very sad day about this. Okay. All right, let's go to the horoscope for coming up the week ahead. So we've got this full moon, which is happening in Pisces. And I also say, I did look at the Queen's chart. There wasn't anything indicating that she was going to pass. I did see something on TikTok, but it was a really far stretch by using a Mercury retrograde, which is opposite her natal Mercury, when she had Jupiter over her natal Mercury too, which was, to me, is good. So sometimes just when your time is up, I guess. But anyway, I'll cover another video of that. Okay, full moon. Let's get on with this. Okay, so with this full moon, that's going to bring about in Pisces, and just with the other aspects and the weird things that are going on around the world, I do feel like this. And with what Pisces represents, Pisces does represent like spiritual stuff and positive and psychic stuff, and being the imagination and dreaming. So all these things can come about with this full moon. But then also on the negative side of stuff, this can also bring about like being gullible or self-indulgent, or wanting to, having like escape tendencies. So this is not a good time for, if you're looking at people that you know, or if you're someone that likes to take things to escape reality, or to indulge. Probably not a good thing, but you're probably going to feel like you're going to want to, but I wouldn't suggest it, because also about the delusion too with Pisces. This also can bring about stuff about having more compassionate issues as well, and being receptive, but also using your imagination, getting in contact with spirit. Meditation is a good thing, but again, we also could be bringing about paranoia. Can also bring about victim mentality with Pisces, and this emotion. This can be a quite emotional time for people. I myself am not one who gets rephased by the moon phases. So I do these readings, but the moon doesn't phase me that much because of my placements in my chart. I'm not a very emotional person. But being in a water sign, it may affect me because the Pisces is a very highly emotional sign. So it is, so we just need to be careful on where we are going in these victim mentalities or delusions. We really need to stay clear of that and try and live in a reality, or try and use the positive of this as this transit, this full moon, by connecting to spirit. Showing our compassionate, dreaming dreaming what we want to have in our lives. Looking at the positive side is more than falling into those other traps. We've also got Mercury, which will be in retrograde on the 11th. So straight after this new moon, we've got Mercury retrograding. It will be retrograde from the 11th of September through to October 1 in Libra. So Libras that represent our relationships, harmony, partnerships, being diplomatic, perfectionists, indecisive, compromise, sincerity, judgment, adjustment, adaptable. They're fighting for justice. You'll find that Librans like to fight for justice. They're very nice people. They need things to be balanced. They'll try and do everything for you as much as they can to help you out, because they are people pleasers, but at the same time they like things to be just or have justice. So Mercury retrograde, we're probably going to find like partnerships or relationships probably are not going to be working out. It could be a make or break situation happening with this. We're also going to find that things may not flow in harmony, because we're going to go backwards. So Mercury is our communications, our mind. So even what we're trying to say and be diplomatic in how we speak, it may not go, or may not even sound diplomatic. It could sound harsh or one-sided. We even trying to get things done a certain way or making things perfect. It's probably not going to happen with this Mercury retrograde. You even try to even communicate to someone, just may not even go well. Again, in Mercury retrogrades, we do say to be careful when signing contracts or buying big purchases. I was actually going to buy myself a phone, and last night I realized the phone I was going to buy, there's a new one coming out in October 6th. And I was like, oh yeah, Mercury retrograde, probably not a good idea. So maybe I'll wait a little bit longer to upgrade my phone, even though it does need upgrading. So these things are going to be coming up, this week in this retrograde over the next 3 weeks. It can be a bit of a tough time. We may find that certain injustice, so certain laws may happen, maybe winding back. I also feel like with this, that there could be some sort of another wave, it could be like a COVID wave or some another thing. They may come in and try and, scare us a bit coming with this. I just feel like you might feel like everything's going to go wrong with this week. I've got making sure that you have a plan, so not only plan A, but make sure you have a plan B, C, and D to cover all bases. I also feel like be careful of being manipulated can be a big time for this, where you may get to this point where you do feel like you are. Confusion may set in. I feel like this could be a time of confusion, deep confusion. And like I said, wanting back with justice. Another way of COVID or some sort of scare tactic may come in. I've got also be brave and daring. Go and try and make moves, but again, just be careful what we're putting in, because things I said to communication, things may not go correct, or in the way we think too. This could cause make or break in certain relationships with people. And I feel like it's time, you've got time to get up and do something, make plans, set your intentions. It's a good time to start that, especially with this full moon. I've got the stock market may even crash more the way how things are going, because there could be some more with that stuff. I feel like it could be trapped in your own mind, so own way of thinking. So it's like you're mentally trapped. That could be coming in with this Mercury retrograde here. And I've got a chance to heighten up our senses and doing meditation. And then I've got trade deals may go wrong. So partnerships or sort of trade things may go not according to plan with this one here as well. This Mercury retrograde. I'll just some cards on this and let's just see what we get with the cards coming out with this full moon and this week ahead. It's coming out with the cards I'm going to do. Cards. Stand out. These cards here. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. Okay. Let's have a look here for the week ahead. It's going to I feel like this week is just going to be emotionally charged week, and this new moon is not going to help with it. The news that we've got today, even now I'm feeling emotional. I just feel like there's going to be like a lot of emotion coming out with this. This is like changed the world. There's going to be it's an end of an era, you know, especially for me, my time, in my life. This will be the last point that I will see in my lifetime, that's for sure. Because we've got William, and then we've got his son, and then depending what his son has, but in reality, yeah, in my time at least, probably not going to see another female as queen, which is sad, which is quite sad. Okay. Let's have a look here. I do feel like it is going to be a time this week to do look for details. There is going to be a thing of trying to juggle things around to making sure that you can get what you want. And there's a feeling like of you're feeling a bit trapped, but it could be like an opening up. So it's like we're feeling trapped, but there's a thing of opening up here, like a gateway of where some light can come in, so something that can help us. But I also feel like the trap, I do feel like it's in our own mind, or it could even be if you're very like religious, that you're trapped in your religious views even, or your own, you know, we're all very different in our views in what we believe in. Myself, I'm not very religious, but I still have my own, I guess, spiritual views in how I see things. But even with that, I feel like I'm sort of trapped with that. I also feel like that you might feel like there's a bit of sharks around you, but there's a message coming to you. So it's like with this card, the sharks are around the cat, but there's a message coming. So I feel like there's some sort of like message, like in the bottle, something that's going to give you a clue or help you out this week. It's like a hidden treasure, I feel like. And I feel like you're going to be stronger than what you think you are. You may even have to consult or help someone who you feel is meant to be strong, but you're the actual one who's actually stronger than, you know, what you sort of think. And I do feel like it is about, you know, making, as I said, that making those moves, but planting seeds. I feel like, you know, the mind or the goal or whatever it is you're trying to bring in, like you're tending to that goal, you're watering it, the wishing, like it's coming, you're going more to that, and it's going to come more to fruition the more, you know, you work on things or things just happen. And it is all about the timing of things as well. You also could be lured into doing something that you feel is going to help you in some way. I just feel like it could be a new lured to a new job or new relationships, but at the same time there could be a sense of feeling stuck. And I feel like even like your self-worth might be feeling like a bit down, and a bit down, and like you're questioning your self-worth or you're questioning yourself or your own things. I feel like can be coming up this week for you. But it's also knowing that you're not going to end up in the hot water or the lava as long as you stay true to yourself and you follow your own path. There is nothing stopping you, and just remembering that there is no wrong decisions. Just life throws obstacles at you that we just sometimes don't even see coming. And it could be also you're looking at other people's situations and other people's problems, and you're seeing like them as you're standing back and seeing their issues and it's just giving you another perspective of things in your own life. I feel like could be coming up with this too. But I do feel like, yeah, something about being lured. So this could be a new job or even a new relationship, but something about being lured into a new direction. But you're not, so once you made up this mind up, you're not going to hold back. You're just going to keep going, with that too. And you're going to feel like a bit stubborn, but there's also money being hidden. So maybe you're looking at your savings or what you have, but it's something about money, like money being hidden or hiding too with this as well. Okay, so I'm going to just get a channel for you too. So let me just see if I can get a channel for you. Okay. Everyone needs to calm down, for this time in our lives is very strange, and the reality that we seem to be in sometimes feels shattered or not real, where you wake up and you hear things and things are not the same or not real, or you're really unsure about things are going ahead. Be more true to yourself and follow the signs and the guidance that we are giving you. For some of them that you are not listening, and you're not getting, and you're not understanding, or you're not being true to yourself in following what the signs are, in making something positive that may not be positive, or not looking and realizing how things are being shown to you. It is all in a way, and it's all going to make you grow and become better in yourselves, in your everyday lives, and where you're going in the future. Do not worry so much about things coming to head, for what will be, and one day the new light will shine on you all, and you'll be coming to a new age of fantastic way of living. Okay. Now we'll do the 4-card spread. And saying that, as I said, I was getting G96 for the Queen this week. I was 96, and I'm thinking she's still going to be okay. And then I woke up very early this morning, and there was just, I could hear something. And I went back to sleep, and then when my alarm went off, I could hear the radio, and it was our Prime Minister speaking, and I felt like I had already heard him speak, but I couldn't grasp, and I didn't like our Prime Minister, so I really just wanted to shut up. And then I was like just listening, then he was making and saying, oh, she had. I'm thinking, why are you talking about? And then it's like, I'm thinking, why are you talking about the Queen's dead before she even said the Queen? I'm thinking she's not dead, and then it said that she had passed on. Which cards I'm going to do? And then next thing you know, yeah, she had passed. So I don't listen to my own stuff, intuition too. Such is life. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, let's have a cat day. We'll use these other white cat cards. Okay, so we're going to go here. I'm going to draw up 4 cards for this week. Yeah, so we've got card 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have a look. Card number 1 is this card here. Oh, okay, with this card here, the cat doesn't look too happy. He's been caught in a trap. So I feel like for you this week to be careful not to fall in the trap. It might feel like everything's feeling upside down, everything's a bit of a mess, but it's about being wise enough to not fall in that trap, and then to use and if you do fall in that trap, use what's around you to get out of it, being resourceful. Like there's a trick here which I'm sure he could somehow help to get himself out of this trap. I just feel like it's about resourcefulness, knowing to get out of things, not going into things just on a whim. Make sure you read everything, make sure your dots are dotted, your T's are crossed, before making that jump and that leap. Or if you are, making sure you have a backup plan, I feel like with this card. But it's also that intuition, but also resourcefulness that's going to come in. Something else is going to split, something about splitting in two, or splitting with this card as well. Card number 2 here, this card here. Okay, this card here, I feel like it's like you're trying to be the queen of the throne. You're really trying to look for romance, love, but you're being quite sure of yourself, And it is about climbing a mountain and getting up higher, but also not to overindulge. I feel like overindulge will not serve you very well this week. To really try and be more strict on yourself, to try and not call it the gluttony, but there's also something about finding love or waiting for love to come in too. Things that get very precious to you. I feel like this is something about being precious as well with this card too. Card number 3. Oh, some sort of partnership or romance, some sort of there's something coming together. There is a sense of communication here, of trying to understand each other and make sure the path is clear for you both to go into. But I do feel like it's starting for a partnership of some sort, or even like romance, things coming together. But there's an aspect of being brave, but being strong as well. But it's like everything needs to be understood, and you need to be completely 100% sure to go forward with this venture. And if you don't feel 100% certain, I feel like it's time to sort of back away, because it's like this cat on this side here, she doesn't look 100% certain or 100% sure in the partnership, and then the other guy even looks like he's a bit contemplating too. So it is about moving forward. It could be something about health this week for this too, something about a health, some sort of health aspect, or this is still meeting about health too could come up with this card. And then the card number 4, which is this card here. There's a lot of emotion coming up and a bit of fighting coming up, or you're very much on guard with this card. Like you're against the world almost with this card. And it's some of you will find that you will win the battle. Others will be like you feel like you're in the middle of something, and others will feel like it's like you're against the world. And it's about with this card is to, I feel like, small steps is the key, and just detaching yourself and try and look from everyone else's point of view. Everyone's point of view makes it different in what's coming in and what's there, and you might feel like you get stuck or something may come in the way of it, but it's about, I feel like, staying true, but try and look at everyone's point of view with this card there. So that's that. Okay, so very exciting news. I have signed up to do Lisa Williams is coming out to Australia, and I have signed up to do her 2-day workshop early October. So I'm very excited to do that workshop. I'm nervous as well. Never studied with someone that big before. So we'll see, but it's coming up. The shop I'm at, so for your readings that you want me to do for you, please contact me and I will work out a time. If you're in Sydney, the days I'm at the shop, which is the Wednesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at the moment, I am getting booked out quite fast. So like this week I was already booked up, and I'm getting bookings in for next week and the week after. So just go to the Crystal Shop at Camden, to their website, or you can ring up their shop to book through that, or you can contact me directly and we can do a reading through Zoom, or my other places that I do my readings at too. And then overseas, guys, if you guys want to do a reading with me, we do it by Zoom. The readings get paid via PayPal invoice, so it is very, very easy to do, and we can organise a time to do that. I think that's it. So thank you for your time and your patience, and yeah, thank you for your likes, shares and comments, and I'll see you for my next video, and so bye for now.